A girl is walking in carrying a file. What kind of company is this? This is my 30-second interview. A disabled man gently touches the girl's arm and says politely, "Please help me." Girl says irritably, "What are you doing?" The disabled man says helplessly, "Can you put me back in my wheelchair?" The girl replies coldly, "I can't help you. If I stop to help you right now, I'll be late for my interview. Move out of the way." The disabled man says sadly, "She deserves to be taught a lesson." Then a man says determinedly, "I have to get this job interview no matter what today." The disabled man reaches his hand toward him. The man says angrily, "What are you doing, idiot?" The disabled man says weakly, "Can you help me? Can you put me back into my wheelchair? I fell down." The man says angrily, "Help you? What if you fall on top of me?" The disabled man looks disappointed and says sadly, "Why is this man so cruel?" Then another girl is walking from behind. "If I don't get this job today, I'll have to go back to my village." She notices the disabled man and says worriedly, "Oh no, what happened to you? Why are you lying on the ground? The ground is so hot. Let me fix your wheelchair first. Come slowly. Easy. I'll help you up." The disabled man says gratefully, "Thank you, young lady." The girl says kindly, "It's no problem, sir. Where are you headed?" The disabled man lifts his legs onto the wheelchair footrest and points ahead with his finger, signaling, "I'm going to the company across the street." The girl says warmly, "What a coincidence. I have an interview there too. If you'd like, I can take you there." The disabled man says thankfully, "Okay, thank you so much." The girl says calmly, "Let me grab my resume first." "All right, sir. Let's go." The disabled man says softly, "Okay." Then the disabled man says appreciatively, "That's far enough, young lady. Thank you." The girl says hurriedly, "All right, boss. I have my interview now, so I need to hurry." Then she runs into the office building. The disabled man says proudly, "She would take great care of my company. That girl is truly kind." Then he stands up from the wheelchair. The boss's twin brother says impatiently, "It's already this late, and not a single candidate has shown up yet." A woman says critically, "Boss, I don't think that girl even values punctuality. Why keep waiting? Let's start the interviews." The man says seriously, "Exactly. We've already been waiting for 5 minutes." The boss's twin brother says firmly, "I think we should start too." Just then, the girl rushes into the office and says apologetically, "I'm so sorry, sir. Please wait. I'm late." The boss's twin brother says strictly, "Young lady, you already failed the first test by being late. Now, everyone please introduce yourselves." The first woman says confidently, "Boss, I'll go first. My name is Emma. I graduated from New York University. I have more than 10 years of overseas domestic work experience. I heard you're looking for a caregiver for your brother. I guarantee I'll provide him with the best care possible." The boss's twin brother says approvingly, "Not bad at all. Now you, introduce yourself." The man says proudly, "Let me introduce myself. My name is Adam. Working overseas isn't a big deal. I'm a senior manager at one of the country's top 500 domestic service companies. If you raise my monthly salary by $20,000, then even if your brother wants stars from the sky, I'll get them for him." The boss's twin brother says firmly, "Sorry, we can't increase the salary. Take it or leave it." Adam says rudely, "Who would work for such low pay?" Then he storms out. The boss's twin brother says curiously, "Young lady, why don't you introduce yourself?" The girl says respectfully, "Hello, boss. My name is Sophia. I'm only a high school graduate from New York. Even though my education isn't very high, I've worked in domestic care for 10 years, and my grandmother has been paralyzed for the past 5 years, so I've personally taken care of her the whole time." Emma bursts into laughter and says mockingly, "You're only a high school graduate, and you even have a paralyzed patient at home, yet you still came here for an interview." The boss's twin brother says seriously, "Why are you laughing at her?" "But Sophia, I'm hiring someone to care for my brother, so professionalism is very important. So who should win between the two of you?" Just then, the boss says loudly, "Stop right there!" The boss's twin brother says respectfully, "Brother, you're here. Since you've arrived, you can take over the interview. I'm leaving." Sophia says in shock, "Boss, your leg is healed?" The boss laughs and says casually, "My leg is perfectly fine. It was only a small test." Emma quickly says nervously, "Boss, what happened earlier was just a misunderstanding. I hope you won't take it personally. I've spent over 10 years doing domestic work overseas, so I have extensive experience in this field. I'm sure professionalism matters to you as well, and I've also studied all of your company's products thoroughly." The boss says confidently, "All right, since both of you know our company's products very well, let's do this. Sophia, you introduced yourself extremely well. Whether it's your professional knowledge or your character, you're outstanding in every way and exactly what our company needs. Congratulations, you got the job." Sophia says excitedly, "Really? Thank you so much, boss." Emma says furiously, "What do you mean, really? Are you blind? You hired a high school graduate? Are you out of your mind? The boss shouts angrily, "Enough! Whether it's character or professional ability, you can't compare to this girl. Our company has no place for people like you. Leave my company immediately." Emma says angrily, "Why are you acting so full of yourself?" The boss says warmly, "Welcome to our company." Sophia says happily, "Thank you, boss." Then they happily shake hands.